Now, in my previous video that we shot, rebuilding an auction truck, I showed you guys the method that you can go out there and use at an auction, at a dealership, on Facebook Marketplace, on Craigslist. It really don't matter how you get the truck. It don't matter what the price of the truck is. How you can take that truck, rebuild it, and pretty much make it new again, okay? Now, I used this method twice, and I've been very successful with it. Rebuilt 2 engines. None of them are broke down. None of them ever gave me any problems after the rebuild. Same thing with the transmissions. I bought 2 transmissions from the dealership, and although on my last truck, the 12.7, a Freightliner Classic, although we did have transmission issues, it wasn't related to the actual transmission that we bought. It was accessory parts that we didn't replace, like the stick, it went out, and a filter on the side of the transmission went out. But the actual transmission is A-OK. When it comes to buying a manual transmission, that is the method for a manual transmission, not an automatic. I was reading the comments and I was seeing a lot of you guys got that automatic restriction on your license, and it looks like you guys want a way to take that off. I'm not too familiar with how to take it off. When I came in the trucking, there was no such thing as an automatic restriction. I'm not sure what year that started in, but you know, you had to drive a manual truck to get a CDL back in my day. So, you know, you can use this method for automatic transmission. You just cut the transmission part of the video and you just work with the engine, work with the clutch. As far as the transmission, they do sell automatic transmissions. It's just I never had one, so I can't get no advice on it. You know, obviously it's gonna cost you more than the manual transmission, but we not on transmissions. I'm just showing you guys the method, okay? And I done tested this method out against people with brand new trucks. As y'all know, about 2-3 years ago, I rebuilt the flat top, brand new parts in the motor. And then we had my favorite lease driver at the time. He went out, got the latest, greatest shoe shine, fresh off the dealership leasing lot. It was a, I don't know, 2022 Freightliner Cascadia or 2021. It was the latest, greatest shoe shine at the time. It was brand new. Warranty, it had all the warranty in the world. It's damn near no miles on it. It was brand new. DD15 engine, Freightliner. Okay, he drove that truck with the $800 a week truck payments. I drove my paid for cash truck with the $8,500 rebuild. That's $8,500, and you done, you know, paying not $8,500 a week, not $8,500 a month. I'm talking about one time, pay the bill. You know what I'm talking about? One time. And we put our trucks up against each other, and we drove these trucks for 2 years. And what we found out, with me driving my rebuilt engine, my favorite lease driver at the time driving the latest, greatest shoe shine, is as time went on, those weekly payments started to, how can I put it, it was feeling depressing. You know, constantly have to get out there 7 days a week and grind and stay out the hole. You don't want no negative paychecks. But he stayed with it. He stuck with it. And then eventually what we found is the truck started to break down. He was, the engine started to have problems. Some kind of way he managed to blow 6 injectors. He had to get 6 new injectors. It was covered under warranty, everything except the $100 a week hotel bills that he stayed in like a hotel for like a month. That was a lot of money, and he had broke down again, and more hotels, and then a bunch of seafood, and it was just a disaster. But warranty covered, you know, as far as the repairs go. Warranty covered that. But what we saw with the rebuild engine is there was no breakdown. There was no breakdowns, no hotel bills, no type of buying injectors, no type of DEF emissions, none of that emissions, no one bots, no knot sensor. You know, no taking off the passenger side of the truck to get to all these boxes that just destroys the truck. You know, a bunch of BS underneath the pads. None of that. No, we didn't see any of that. It was a straight motor. And we was in competition. We was in competition. And at the end of the 2 years, now this is important, at the end of the 2 years, what we discovered is the guy paying the $800 a week, unfortunately, he had to give Mr. Charlie back those keys, which is nothing wrong with that. He gave Mr. Charlie back the keys, but the cash truck driver with the rebuilt engine, some kind of way, he went from 1 truck to 2 trucks to 3 trucks, pneumatic trailer, authority. He had like 5 things paid for. Lease driver, not a tricycle to show for the hard work. Now I'm not look, I'm not making fun of nobody. I'm just telling you this is what was going on 2 years ago. We was in competition. It was a tough competition. We didn't know who was gonna win. We didn't know. I didn't, like, when I rebuilt the engine, I didn't know. It's just we went. The competition lasted 2 years, and I won. You damn Skippy, I won. So you know, it's just the method I use. I tested it out against a brand new truck every day on YouTube, going back and forth. We were going back and not back and forth, back and fifth, baby. We was going back and fifth with each other. I mean, he was going from one side of the planet to the other. I was a local driver. I was just going low ballot, putting any miles on, just local oil field. That's all I was doing, local oil field. You know, my truck was grossing more money, of course, because everything was paid off. I was running freight that paid more money, and had my authority, so I didn't have all the deductions and the percentages that carriers take. Direct customer. You know, just freedom. He had freedom. You know, he had to he basically lived in the truck and me, you know. Although I was out in Texas, I could take home time and whenever I wanted to. Matter of fact, I went on a couple of vacations. I went on like a cruise, and I went to Vegas, and I think I dropped down to Orlando, Florida one time. We didn't see the lease drive. We didn't see any vacation, because it's not really any vacation. You gotta, you know, Mr. Charlie, every week, you know, those payments are due. So you don't have that much free time. Now, you can take a vacation, you can, but when you come back, you're in the hole, and you can work your way out the hole. So don't think you can't take vacation as a lease driver. I'm just saying, as a cash truck driver, I just find it was way easier. You know, it was, you know, when I was out on vacation, it was nothing to worry about. No truck payments due, nothing due, just however long I want to take. No truck in the shop. No truck in the shop. But anyways, enough of all that. So, gave y'all the method I use. And this same method is also used in the car world. If y'all been watching the car scene the last 2 years, you be seeing people, they'll go get them old school car, old school Monte Carlos, or one of them 1970 dunk cars, a 2-door Ford or Chevrolets. They be getting those out. And what they do to them, they build the engine and put it under there. That's what they do. They build the engine from scratch, or they just rebuild the one that's in there. And then they put it out on the racetrack against the Hellcats, and you be seeing the guy with the dunk with the 24-inch tires going down the racetrack, beating the latest, greatest shoe shine Hellcat. It's the same thing. You seen it. With the 24-inch rims, with the bass in the back, the seat back here, the steering wheel up here, the back of the car on the ground, the front of the car in the air, and he coming in first place. They think it's some type of miracle. It ain't no miracle. It ain't no miracle. It's nothing miracle. How can an old school, old raggedy car beat this latest, greatest shoe shine? It's so sad. It's so sad, boy. Look. I may put the video on this just so y'all can see. It's so sad. It's so sad the way these old school vehicles be destroying the latest, greatest shoe shine. And they went up there. Look, they done went in that office on the goddamn 30th floor. They came up with all type of scientific experiments, all type of fuel efficiencies, all type of how much you gonna get per gallon, and they can't beat the little dump car. The hell is going on? It's so sad. It's so sad. I remember when I first seen it, I said, look at this. This is so sad. This is so sad. They think it's some type of miracle. It's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. It's not no miracle. They just rebuilding engines, baby, and blowing you away. Same thing in the semi-truck world. Now, I'm not telling you to go out there, buy no type of cash truck, rebuild no type of engine, no type of transmission. I'm just showing you what I did. I didn't buy no truck from the auction, though. My trucks one came from the dealership, one came off Facebook Marketplace, and the other one I bought from a trucking company. So I haven't bought no truck from the auction. So, you know, not saying that I wouldn't buy a truck from the auction. I just didn't buy a truck from the auction, that's all. But it don't matter where you buy the truck from, because the method is still going to be the same. Whether you buy a 12.7 Detroit, 14-liter Detroit, 11.1 Detroit, it don't matter if you go to Cummins. You can go over to Cummins, you can get you the H15, H12, 870. It don't matter, it's the same. It's the same everything. It don't matter if you go C15, C13, C15 twin turbo Acer, 3406B, 3406E. It's the same method. They all got cylinder heads that can come off and be replaced. They all got pistons, liners, rods, and mains. All that stuff can be replaced. It's very simple. Think of it like this. You go out, you get your brand new truck, but it's got like 100,000 miles. Not so brand new, but we talking about tires. The tires are sitting at 32 seconds or something. They sitting at 32 seconds tread depth. Here I come with this old raggedy truck. I just left out of freaking Goodyear tires. They put the brand new tires on 32. Which one you think gonna blow first? Oh, I know what you're thinking. That old raggedy truck with them old raggedy tires. They gonna blow? No. Not unless you puncture the tire or overfill it with air. No, not the brand new tire with the. I ain't talking about Chinese. I'm talking about the good shit. I'm talking about y'all both running Yokohamas, or y'all both running Toyos, or you're both running Bridgestones. That's what I'm talking about. Even Firestones. One gonna last longer than the other because it's got more tread depth. That's all. Y'all running the same miles. It's the same thing with the engine, so it's not a secret. It's not a secret, but I noticed in the comment section, a lot of people didn't know this information. I said, damn, this information, man, this is, I thought this was common knowledge. Common knowledge. I mean, I thought what you guys didn't know was how to get the connections to rebuild the motors. Maybe, you know, because a lot of you guys like to go to the dealerships for service work. Maybe I thought that you guys didn't know these mom and pop shops was that do the work just way cheaper than in the dealership. That's what I thought, but what I'm looking at is you guys didn't know anything about rebuilding motors, period. So, hey, well, you know, the information is out there. You probably think, well, Andrew, you said you spent like $30,000 in that rebuild auction truck. What if I just go get a $30,000 truck? Okay, well, let's go get a $30,000 truck from the auction. Nothing wrong with that. $30,000 to get you between a 2015, 2016 Freightliner Cascadia DD15. It'll come with about, you probably can get it with 30,000, about 500,000 miles on now. The difference is right there. It's got 500 to 600,000 miles on the motor. Okay, it's a good truck though. Good truck. Got you a newer style truck. It's just you already got a 500,000 miles sitting on now. With my method, when you rebuild the engine, you're going to have 0 miles on it. See, that's the thing. My favorite lease driver had no idea that he was competing with a motor with 0 miles on it. We both got 0 miles. It's just mine is more straight motor. He has got all the latest, greatest shoe shine surrounding it, connected to DEF boxes, just putting the time on the engine. It's just a matter of time before that machine or that piece of contraption blow all the shit in the motor anyway. So Yeah. It was just, yeah, and I ain't even had 0 miles because the cylinder heads and the injectors, I ain't even changed those. Those were running so good, it was no need to change them. Yeah. We did a basic in frame. Yeah. And to this day, we're still waiting to see, well, you know, I'm still waiting to know how many more miles can I squeeze up out that basic in frame on a Mercedes. The problem is, Mercedes made so much motor, I bought 2 trucks. Really no need to drive it no more. So at this point, you damn Skippy, I won.